This is a Fox News alert. More breaking news on that U.S. Airways jet from Paris bound for Charlotte, North Carolina, diverted for security reasons. We're told the flight with nearly 200 people on board was diverted because of suspicious behavior by one passenger who reportedly claimed she was carrying a body bomb. That flight's now on the ground in Bangor, Maine, after being escorted there by a pair of F-15 fighters. Trace Gallagher is following the story, has more. Hi, Trace.
Hi, Shannon. The bomb threat was made. The fighter jets were scrambled. That plane was escorted. Now, the chairman of the House Homeland Security Committee, Peter King, just told me that it was a French woman who sent a note to the crew saying that she had a bomb surgically implanted in her body. The pilot notified authorities, and there were some doctors on board who actually examined the woman to see if there are any signs of a recent surgery. They could not find any. But Congressman King says that surgically implanted bombs are a major concern. Listen to him.
I think the American people, though, it could be a wake-up call to the American people who think that somehow the inspections at the airport or the concerns that we have about explosive devices are not real. I can tell you from what I'm aware of that there are surgeons who can perform this type of operation.
Interestingly, this woman boarded the flight with no baggage. It's unclear if she had a carry-on bag. Remember, the shoe bomber, Richard Reed, had no bags at all. The woman has now been taken into custody. Flight 787 had 179 passengers on board, Shannon.
All right, Trace, thank you very much for keeping us updated.
Is coming in right now. A spokesperson with U.S. Airways is confirming to CNN that U.S. Airways Flight 787 that was bound out of Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris, set to be arriving in Charlotte, had to be diverted instead to Bangor, Maine, and we are told the reason for this is a, quote, security issue. Officials are not being more verbose than that, but suggesting there are no additional details they can release to us, except for that has happened. We don't know how many people are on board. We don't know what that security issue is. But again, that is the confirmation from U.S. Airways. A spokesperson, Chad Myers, joining me now live with additional details on this. What do you know, Chad?
Well, Bangor, Maine would be the first big airport that a plane in any type of distress would get to on the way over from Charles de Gaulle, and that's what they're doing now. So it still had about a 2-hour window to fly to Charlotte, but because now it's up near Bangor, that's the track. Typically, the track is going to go right over Nova Scotia and into the Charlotte Regional Airport. But because Bangor is right there, they made a little bit of a right-hand turn, a little diversion to the right, and landed there in Bangor. We were watching this flight on our Flight Explorer, and it did get down to the 300, 400 feet, and then it did appear to make a landing here on our maps. Now, clearly, I don't have any visual on this yet, but we'll have to see what happens with this plane and why this plane was diverted to that area.